Up next, a high school student climbs her way to the top of the nation.
And our growing community maintains a small town feel with a big event.
All this and more.
Frisco ISD-TV starts now.
Welcome to Frisco ISD-TV. I'm Erin Davis.
And I'm Devin, Roland.
Starting off, we take a look at a program where parents are learning about learning. Natasha Burklow has the story and it's elementary, my dear.
In life we make mistakes, and the road to reaching our goals isn't always pretty. Trevor Reagan travels the world teaching people how to train ugly.
Train Ugly is a mission that I'm on to share and discover the science of learning. So we have a website, and what I do is I spend all of my time studying learning and sharing it with coaches and teachers and parents from all over the world.
The goal is to challenge people to learn from failure.
What we're trying to do is help people understand that in order to get better at something, you have to mess up, and that has to be okay. So ugly is good.
It tells us that it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to try things that you're not comfortable with. And with practice, anybody can stretch their brain and grow their brain and become better.
Attendees seem to appreciate how the information was presented.
He was very high energy. He rolled everything down very simply, yet he provided a lot of statistical data that a lot of us could relate to.
There's some sort of magic to when you're in a room and you're talking to people and they can see how much this matters and how passionate I am about it. I think it's one of the best ways to share the science.
Parents took away skills they can apply at home.
I learned that how you give feedback and praise to your children or your athletes can make a world of difference in the growth in their lives.
Learning is growing. We should be focused on the process rather than just the outcome.
When you truly have a growth mindset, it'll help you become a great learner. And I think learning is the most important skill that you can have in life. It'll help you do and achieve whatever you want.
It seems this workshop opened parents' eyes and provided them with the tools to guide their children in a beautiful direction. I'm Natasha Burklow for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Natasha. Hopefully they were taught some useful information.
Yeah, for once, ugly isn't as bad as it seems.
In the middle of it all, we go back a few months to see how one campus came together to paint the school pink. Mary-Kate Sunderman has more.
These teachers have found a roundabout way to help support a staff member in need. They hope to reap a harvest with something from the patch. With the help of glitter and paint, Staley Middle School staff found a creative way to not only show awareness for breast cancer, but to support a fellow staff member fighting the battle.
I actually got on Pinterest, saw these amazing pink pumpkins, and I thought that would be a great thing to do here at Staley to show our support, but also kind of a team building activity for all of our teachers to get together.
Seeing scary faces on pumpkins may be common during the fall. These show faces of hope as they rally behind their fellow Mustang.
I know that just with me being diagnosed with breast cancer, that I've been able to encourage faculty to get a mammogram, just because of the devastating blow that I was diagnosed. Dealing with it great. Couldn't do it without everyday support with the hugs and the encouragement from my staff members.
To me, it was very important to come together and show our support, especially for Bonnie Brown, who we all love.
Teachers got together after school for an evening of pumpkin painting with hopes of winning most creative.
And the kids are able to vote online at the Staley Library website, and the winner will be announced on Thursday at our volleyball game.
This friendly competition between teachers was just part of Staley's overall efforts to honor and help a staff member in need. Brown feels the pumpkins on display can serve as a visual reminder for others to get mammograms.
It's 1 in 8 women now are being diagnosed with breast cancer. So awareness has to be out there, even though a lot of people want to put it underneath the rug and not. But I can't say enough about my staff. They're family. It's always been Staley as a family.
Adding a brush of pink to this season, these Staley Middle School teachers put a sparkle in pumpkin spice. I'm Mary Kate Sunderman for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Mary Kate. Even though Breast Cancer Awareness Month is past, it's important to stay aware of the dangers associated with the disease year-round.
Now, we go to a Liberty student who takes higher learning to a new level. Michael Ramirez has more on an athlete at the top of her game.
A Liberty High School senior is scaling the ranks to represent America. She's harnessing her abilities outside of the classroom.
I rock climb because it's kind of my escape from everything else. It's where I feel I can be myself the most. I enjoy it a lot, and I think that the best part is probably how much I get to travel around the world and all the new people I get to meet.
She's climbed at this gym since she was 10. And she's now 17, so it's kind of a home away from home. We're here sometimes 5 times a week.
Kyle Clinkscales has been Claire's coach for 7 years and thinks highly of her skill level.
She's a true phenom. So, I mean, Claire has, she's made the U.S. national team 7 years in a row. She's a multi-time national champion. If climbing were in the Olympics, she would be on the U.S. national team.
Her hands and feet have come together with the growth in the sport.
When she started as a little kid, she was uncoordinated and not athletic. She's gained a lot of that over the years.
Claire has a flexible schedule to make the grade.
It's affected my school schedule a lot this year. I took 0-hour and early release, so I go to school from 7 to 12:15 so that I can come straight to the gym. I coach younger kids on my team, which means a lot to me, and then I practice at night.
It's a lot to manage, but she does a good job. She's had a full load at school, but she still gets it done. Sometimes she's up till very late at night.
In rock climbing, there are different ways to reach the top.
It's just how high you get. That's for what they call sport climbing. So it's the same route, and it's whoever gets higher. Claire's also a national champion speed climber, and that is a homologated wall, meaning it's all the same. It's the same route here in Dallas as it is in China. And then there's bouldering, and bouldering is just climbing without a rope.
When you compete locally for the teams just in the regions, there's regionals, and then if you place high enough, you go to divisionals. If you place high enough there, you go to nationals. And if you get top 4 at nationals, you qualify for the U.S. team, and you can compete internationally at world championships.
Claire's abilities allow her to compete in an elite class.
Being on the national team is an incredible opportunity to represent the country and also represent my coaches and my teammates back at home. So it's very important to me.
She's showing her strength at a global level, and one thing's for sure, she rocks. I'm Michael Ramirez for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Michael. Hey, Erin, have you been rock climbing before?
Yeah, I couldn't even make it to the top of the wall.
Wow, great effort, Erin. Health science students at the CTE Center gain important skills necessary in a hospital environment. Brian Barisa has the pulse in high-tech happenings.
A test with waves and lines can lead to the start of a medical career. The Frisco ISD Career and Technical Education Center's clinical practicum class teaches students a skill that leads to qualified results.
One of the things that we really try to do here at the CTE Center is to provide our students with industry-level certifications. So this is a certification that says these students are qualified to go into the hospital and work as EKG technicians.
EKG technicians are medically necessary.
It's used on every single patient that we come in contact with in the medical field, so it's used quite often.
Students learn these waves lead the signals with many meanings.
They're kind of like an electrical picture of the heart, and we're determining like some of them, the lines say, so like if it's like really high, then like, oh, they may be having like a tachycardia, but if they're like kind of short and slow, then like bradycardia. Like right here we have a picture of just like a normal sinus rhythm. And right here, it sounds like an example, they may be going into cardiac arrest because it's like slow and steady.
They can administer EKGs, they can provide a basic interpretation of EKGs to see what the heart functioning is, and actually gives them a healthcare certification that they can use in real life.
With this course, students are getting into the rhythm of helping people keep the beat with their health. I'm Brian Barisa for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Brian. Although Frisco is an expanding community, Miranda Alexander discovers how one event keeps us close.
It's time to celebrate our community. From schools to businesses and organizations, the Frisco Community Parade is a main attraction for all.
I think it really is all about the community and being part of the community. They get to see all the high schools, they get to see all the organizations, whether it's Scouts or the Rotary clubs. It kind of brings back the old feeling of a small town.
Students feel the parade provides value and gives an inside look onto all of our campuses.
They'll be entertained and they'll see a lot of varieties of stuff.
Because it's so fun, like you could watch everything that is going on in our high schools and all of our clubs and organizations that we have.
Parents participate and see benefits as well.
I represent PAC 419. We're a Cub Scout organization with Spears Elementary. Very excited about the people here, the energy, we want to be a part of it, and support our veterans and make sure our kids understand the sacrifice they made for this wonderful country.
We're out here to support the Reedy Lions. Well, I think it supports the community. I think everybody's out here having a good time, and I think the kids enjoyed it a ton.
As Frisco keeps growing, the city continues to maintain traditions.
Even though we're getting larger and larger, we still have the small town feel, and this parade exemplifies that every year that we do it.
It seems this parade never fails to boost Frisco's pride. I'm Miranda Alexander for Frisco ISD-TV.
Thanks, Miranda.
That wraps up our show. Join us next time on Frisco ISD-TV when elementary students take the field to learn the value of sportsmanship.
And we take the controls on a story about the competition of the future.
I'm Devin Roland.
And I'm Erin Davis. Thanks for watching.